This Week in Astrology video forecast. This is episode number 44 for the second half of April 2015. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Benjamin Bernstein with astroshaman.com, coming to you from Asheville, North Carolina. I'm an astrologer, shamanic healer, and awakening activator, and it's my pleasure to bring you these semi-monthly astrology forecasts. What's new during this second half of April? New beginnings are empowered with an Aries new moon. Other skylights include the Sun entering Taurus, Pluto turning retrograde, and Mars aspecting Jupiter, Chiron, and Pluto. What's old as we come into this period? The moon's waning, Saturn's retrograde through August 2nd, and we have 3 peaking aspect patterns. So let's move to our individual days of the week to find out more. On Thursday, April 16th, selfless service in alignment with your highest ideals is supported by a Neptune-Vesta conjunction, both planets at 9 Pisces. This aspect can also create an especially flowing experience of sacred sexuality. Communication could get a bit wonky with Mercury quincunx Saturn, Mercury at 4 Taurus and Saturn at 4 Sagittarius. Whether your self-expression is being limited or you're just having trouble finding the words, diligent persistence should get you the words you need in the end. Pluto stations retrograde today at 15 degrees 32 minutes Capricorn. It'll turn direct again at 12 degrees 58 minutes Capricorn on September 25th. Anything in your natal chart within 3 degrees of the station in the cardinal signs, from about 12.5 to 18.5, in Aries, Cancer, Libra, or Capricorn, will feel Pluto's power with special intensity. Apply the following Pluto principles to any theme stimulated in your chart. Release all that doesn't serve you and open to maximum divine power by surrendering your ego to divine guidance as much as you can. We also have a mystic rectangle here on April 16th that involves Venus, Juno, Ceres, and Saturn. I did talk about this last time as well, but I think it bears repeating. A mystic rectangle provides a variety of opportunities. It's helpful to think of the energies of Juno, Ceres, and Saturn focusing on Venus, the fastest planet in this pattern. Venus has 3 fundamental meanings, all of which are relevant here. In relationships, this mystic rectangle can help stabilize your self-esteem in committed partnerships. In creative pursuits, having a collaborator can lend stability and profitability to your enterprise. And financially speaking, a business or investment partner can help you overcome any challenges that arise and help you attain a larger return on your investment. This aspect pattern started on April 12th, peaks on April 16th, and ends on April 22nd. On Friday, April 17th, stepping into your juju as a leader, pioneer, warrior, inventor, or sexual being is juju'd up as Mars squares Jupiter. Mars 13 Taurus, Jupiter 13 Leo. Mars placement in Taurus can add long-lasting endurance to any of these activities. 2 T-squares peak here on April 17th involving completely different sets of planets. Again, I covered these on the last video, but I'll repeat them here again because they're stronger than ever. The first T-square is Venus, Vesta, Saturn, and Neptune. And a T-square, if you don't know, you can see it there in the graphic, is a right triangle, 180 degrees and 2 90-degree aspects. This dynamic aspect pattern is custom-made for law of attraction work, thanks to the square between Neptune, visualization, and Saturn, crystallization. Since their energies connect to Venus, using your power of visualization to imagine what you want in the areas of relationship, creativity, and finance is powerfully supported. Vesta's conjunction to Neptune in this configuration encourages you to visualize not just selfishly gratifying outcomes, but those which also serve a higher cause. In my experience, service to others is much more rewarding than doing something selfishly for yourself. Holding a more awakened consciousness while relating with others in the 3D world, again optimally in service of a higher cause, is also supported by this aspect pattern. This T-square began on April 13th, peaks here on April 17th, and ends on April 21st. Our second T-square, Mercury-Juno series, says focusing your mind on prosperity through partnership is a great way to use this aspect pattern. Mercury's in Taurus, the ruling sign of money. Juno represents committed partnership, while the grain goddess Ceres represents a bountiful harvest of abundance. This T-square began on April 14th, peaks here on April 17th, and ends on April 20th. I mentioned law of attraction a moment ago. If you'd like to learn more about that, I have a little article on my website called Law of Attraction Made Simple. To get to it, go to astroshaman.com. There is a search box in the upper right corner. Just type Law of Attraction Made Simple, search, and it should come right up. You'll see the graphic as I'm showing you here with the guy with the magnet in his head. On Saturday, April 18th, there's a new moon at 2:57 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. The moon will be at 28 degrees, 25 minutes Aries. Now, we've had a lot of cuspy lunations in recent months in which I blended the meanings of two adjacent signs. This one, I believe, is snugly enough within Aries that we can say it's just an Aries new moon. Both Aries and new moons are about fresh starts or applying new energy to existing projects. You can apply this idea in any area of life, or you can focus it into specifically Aryan themes such as leadership, warriorship, sexuality, and invention. In terms of the aspects to this lunation, a tight trine to Capricornian Pallas Athena makes it easier to embrace feminine assertiveness and strategic planning in doing business and meeting your goals. A loose square to Aquarian Ceres invites you to look at outside-the-box ways of generating income. And a very loose conjunction to Taurian Mercury invites a steady, methodical approach to thinking and communicating. The Sabian symbol of this lunation is the music of the spheres. This is the celestial symphony inaudible to human ears, but whose indescribable beauty can be heard in higher states of consciousness. I put heard in quotes there with my fingers because the music of the spheres is experienced with senses beyond those available in the physical world. Felt and seen also point in the right direction, but do not even begin to encompass the magnificence of the actual experience. You really have to be there. Think of the pleasure you've experienced while listening to your favorite music and multiply it by 1,000. If you'd like to experience the music of the spheres yourself, try the following invocation. Spirit that I am, please help me experience the music of the spheres to the greatest extent that serves highest good, starting now. Thank you. Then rest in passive breath awareness and allow the experience to come to you. On Sunday, April 19th, turning your thoughts toward inspired creativity or spiritual union practices is supported by Mercury sextile Neptune. Mercury 9 Taurus, Neptune 9 Pisces. This aspect can also make it easier for you to do law of attraction manifestation work and help your mind receive the ever-available flow of intuitive guidance. All forms of abundance in your life receive steady, energized support with Saturn sextile Ceres. Saturn for Sagittarius, Ceres for Aquarius. Also today, challenging manifestations of a Venus-Neptune square, Venus 9 Gemini, Neptune 9 Pisces, can include delusions about relationships and excessive indulgence in escapist pleasures. Focus instead on this aspect's life-affirming possibilities, bringing your inspired creativity into manifestation and connecting with the exquisite divine essence in yourself and other beings. With Venus in Gemini, creative writing receives special support. Also today, Pallas Athena turns retrograde at 0 degrees, 26 minutes Capricorn. She'll turn direct again on August 3rd at 11 degrees, 39 minutes Sagittarius. This is a good time to reflect on how you're embodying feminine assertiveness, strategic planning, and practical creativity into your life. Are you having the adventure you came to Earth to experience? On Monday, April 20th, the Sun enters Taurus at 5:42 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. For the next month, the star of our solar system supports steady eddy productivity, persistence, and resource acquisition. It also energizes sensuality, connecting with nature, and just being. On Tuesday, April 21st, do you need to join Talkaholics Anonymous, or is your excessive verbosity being triggered by Mercury square Jupiter? Mercury 13 Taurus, Jupiter 13 Leo. This aspect can sharpen up all things mental, whether it's learning, cogitating, or communicating. With Mercury in Taurus, working through problems slowly and steadily can be a helpful approach. The two planets of sexuality connect today as Mars trines Pluto. Mars 16 Taurus, Pluto 16 Capricorn. Mars dwells more in the realm of animalistic lust, while Pluto opens the door to tantric or sacred sexuality. Mars in Taurus is more inclined to slow down and relish each moment of lovemaking with all five senses fully engaged. Transpersonal Pluto wants to take sexual pleasure into the sacred realms. Pluto can show you that even the most intense physical orgasm is but a pale reflection of the ecstasy that the higher realms can add to the mix. Outside the sexual realm, this Mars-Pluto trine can also smoothly energize your actions as a warrior, pioneer, inventor, and initiator. On Wednesday, April 22nd, Mercury, hot on Mars' tail, also trines Pluto today. This can certainly stimulate thoughts about sex, but also creates an empowered flow for all mental activity. With Mercury in materialistic Taurus, this also creates fertile ground for law of attraction work. Everything represented by the goddess of love, including relationships, creativity, and money, is energetically amplified as Venus sextiles Jupiter, Venus 13 Gemini, Jupiter 13 Leo. With Venus in Gemini, it's okay to be a social butterfly or dabble in different types of creativity. It's also a reminder to investigate whether your investment portfolio, should you have one, is sufficiently diversified. There's no need to launch a war of words just because Mercury is conjunct Mars at 16 Taurus. This conjunction can energize dynamic speech and give you a shot of brain espresso. At the same time, these planets' placement in Taurus can help you proceed methodically and keep a level head. On Thursday, April 23rd, practical structural adjustments are supported under a Sun-Saturn quincunx. Sun for Taurus, Saturn for Sagittarius. On Friday, April 24th, your mind can focus more easily on mentoring and healing with Mercury sextile Chiron, Mercury 20 Taurus, Chiron 20 Pisces. With Mercury in Taurus, hands-on healing and in-person mentoring receive special support. With Venus quincunx Pluto, Venus 16 Gemini, Pluto 16 Capricorn, what adjustments and transformations would be helpful in your relationships, creativity, and finances? With Venus in Gemini, consider taking an eclectic approach. On Saturday, April 25th, creative writing, especially when it brings sensual details vividly to life, is supported with Mercury quintile Neptune, Mercury 21 Taurus, Neptune 9 Pisces. Creative thinking and imaginative expression in general also receive a sprinkling of fairy dust. On Sunday, April 26th, it can be easier to take your creativity in fresh directions with Venus sextile Uranus, Venus 18 Gemini, Uranus 18 Aries. Also, keep your radar tuned for intuitive flashes to help guide you in your relationships and finances. Are any of your committed partnerships, romantic or platonic, challenged by lack of clarity or a perpetrator-victim dynamic? If so, this is a good time to make appropriate adjustments with Neptune quincunx Juno. Neptune's at 9 Pisces, Juno's at 9 Leo. The more you keep your divine connection open, the easier it is for the transcendent intelligence within you to guide you in these and other matters. No major astrology events on Monday, April 27th, but on Tuesday, April 28th, you are smoothly and dynamically supported to act in the areas of healing and mentoring with Mars sextile Chiron, Mars 20 Taurus, Chiron 20 Pisces. Don't be discouraged if you're not rewarded with instant gratification. With Mars in Taurus, persistence and diligence can win the day. On Wednesday, April 29th, your childhood wounds, shadow material, and past life baggage are more likely to be triggered with Venus square Chiron, Venus 20 Gemini, Chiron 20 Pisces. You can point a finger at the person who triggered your challenging emotions, or, more productively, you can take note of the 3 fingers pointing back at you. I've found my healing invocation, holotropic style breathwork, shamanic ceremonies, and other experiential modalities to be the most helpful in purging the dense, debilitating energies that we all carry around. The safe container they create allows you to relive and clear these old traumas. You have to feel it to heal it. States of spiritual union and creative inspiration are supported by 2 aspects today: a Mars-Neptune quintile, Mars 21 Taurus, Neptune 9 Pisces, and a Sun-Neptune sextile, Sun 9 Taurus, Neptune 9 Pisces. With Mars and the Sun both in Taurus, you're also supported in holding higher states of consciousness in the midst of your everyday activities. Get in the zone and go with the flow. And if you would like help with that, my invocations have helped a lot of people do this. You go to astroshaman.com, In the upper right corner, you'll see a purple banner. It says Heal and Awaken Invocations, as you're seeing right now. Click that. It'll take you to a page of blog posts that are all about how to just call in your own healing and awakening and then passively receive it. It's really simple, not affiliated with any religion or particular spiritual path, and more importantly, for a lot of people, it works. It's also free, so check it out. Finally, on Thursday, April 30th, Pallas Athena retrogrades back into Sagittarius today, where she will remain through Halloween. Her presence here makes it easier to take a bold, adventurous approach to feminine assertiveness, strategic planning, and practical creativity. And finally, Mercury transits Gemini, one of the signs it rules, today through July 8th. Learning, quick thinking, and communication in all its expressions, as well as playfulness and perhaps even mischievousness, are energized. The winged messenger stay in Gemini is unusually long because its next retrograde, May 18th through June 11th, takes place entirely within the sign of the Twins. I'll give you what's on our next video forecast in just a moment, but a couple of quick announcements first. Information on everything I'm about to talk about is at astroshaman.com on the home page. Just scroll down slightly to the What's New section. My new 75-minute presentation is now available for free streaming on YouTube. It's called Shamanic Astrology, using planetary invocation to benefit from current transits, the Uranus-Pluto square, and the Saturn-Neptune square. Long title, but I had to get all that in there. And again, if you're a subscriber to my videos, you've already received notice about it, and here on YouTube, where I post this video, it's the video right before this one, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. Again, you can go to the Benjamin Bernstein YouTube channel and find that pretty quickly. I've also linked to it, of course, from astroshaman.com. I gave this presentation on March 22nd, 2015 at the Southeast Dowsers Conference in Hendersonville, North Carolina. I gave detailed explanations of the personal and global opportunities for revolutionary transformation provided by the Uranus-Pluto square, whose effects last through 2019. I also describe how to use the Saturn-Neptune square, active through November 2016, to amplify law of attraction manifestation. And here's the best part. After explaining each square, I lead the audience in invoking these planetary pairs to give them the best possible outcomes. You can have the same experience by video just by going along with the presentation. As many of you know, I've been running an eclipse special. I'm so grateful that I'm now fully booked through May 1st, thanks to the huge response to that. Thanks to all of you who responded. If you'd still like to work with me, I'm available on or after Saturday, May 2nd, and you can use my online booking calendar, easily linked from astroshaman.com, to book yourself a session. I want to remind you that Kimberly Crow and I will join luminaries such as Panach Desai, Paul Selig, Matt Kahn, Julie Dittmar, and Tara L. Robinson as presenters and service providers at Conscious Con, a gathering of pure heart-centered energy. It'll take place in Cincinnati, Ohio at the Duke Energy Center, May 16 and 17. And now let me tell you what's coming up on the next video forecast for the first half of May 2015. We'll talk about a full moon in Scorpio. Saturn and Uranus, two planets who have very different agendas, are going to be making a sesquiquadrate. That's a 135-degree aspect, minor hard angle. We'll tell you how to work with that. Mars is going to oppose Saturn and make another sesquiquadrate to Pluto. That's going to be intense. There's some law of attraction juju again, as Mercury opposes Saturn and squares Neptune, and a lot more too. So I hope you'll join me on the next video forecast. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe to my Benjamin Bernstein YouTube channel to be notified when I post new videos. And if you like this video, please share it. This free video forecast is a partner project with iTunes' #1 astrology audio podcast, This Week in Astrology, which is also free. You can get my semi-monthly astrology forecast in writing by subscribing to my free email newsletter at astroshaman.com. Once you're there, you can also link to my Facebook page where I post daily forecasts. My personal services include astrology, shamanic healing, and awakening activation. All are equally effective in person or long distance. My guarantee makes my services risk-free. If you don't feel that your experience was helpful, there's no charge. I also offer other great products and services, many of which are free. To learn more, visit astroshaman.com. Thanks again for watching. I wish you infinite blessings as the stars light